Hey everyone, it's Chris, PDX Picker, back for another video. We're going to be pulling some orders that sold for me on eBay and Poshmark, and it's been a great couple of days. Have some really good sales going out. Going to talk about just how things are going reselling wise. So stick around after the intro song. I got some great items that you want to be on the lookout for when you're out there sourcing.
Wanna buy that Farrah Fawcett poster? There's dispensers and a toaster. Don't know why. That kind of stuff you throw away. I'll sell on eBay.
So we are on day 4, I think, of 100-degree plus weather in my area. It is great on the one hand. Here I am in the little shop of hoarders, and I just finished up doing my listings for the day. I did 7 listings, which is what my goal is. This is what I'm shooting for. My goal for the month is 160 listings. We are day 8, and I'm a little bit shy of that. I'm at 30, so I'm, I don't know, quite a few listings behind where I should be. There's three days that I didn't list, so I have to make up for it. But that's okay. It's 100 degrees outside. It's 72 degrees in the shop. It's actually cooler here than it is in my house. My house AC, I think, is freezing up from being, like, the compressor is freezing from working too hard. So I had to turn off the AC inside, hoping that it will thaw and actually start working again, because we've got one more day of over 100-degree weather, and then a couple more days after that in the 90s. It's hotter than it really should be out here. We're not designed, the Portland, Oregon area, we're like an 80s kind of high in the summer. We don't do well in these triple digits, but at least we don't have humidity. I'm not complaining. It's a lot worse in most of the country, so we're just not used to it though. So we've got 15 orders that I'm going to be pulling today. Some great items. I'm excited. I sold a really nice thing on Poshmark. Poshmark's been a little bit dead for me lately, so I was very excited to see this item sell. Makes sense that it would sell on Poshmark. It really is, in my view, more of a Poshmark type of item. So let's go ahead and start by pulling that one. That one is an item that I bought at the Thriftapalooza. I had a really good time at Thriftapalooza. That was an indoor swap meet. Not swap meet. Yeah, swap meet. Indoor swap meet. Just a vendor market. I'll be out of the frame here, but hopefully you can still hear me. And there's some people that were really overpriced and just trying to get top dollar for a lot of their items. We went there on the second day. So there were also some other people that were willing to deal. And I got this right here, this pair of Nike. These are actually Nikes. Certainly don't look like Nikes, but they are. A pair of Nikes. You can see the logo there. And on the inside, it's a collaboration, or whatever you want to call it, that they did with Pendleton. Hopefully that comes through on there. Pendleton, and these are Nike Air Mach N7s. Bought them for $20. They were in very good condition, worn just a little bit, but not too badly. And I sold them on Poshmark for $130 plus shipping. So we're starting out with a bang on a really good item from there. But like I said, this seems like a Poshmark kind of item. It's higher end, a little bit niche. This came out, I don't know, 3 or 4 years ago. It was definitely more popular when it first came out, and it's died down in popularity a little bit. But those are like $350 shoes, brand new. So it just seemed like more of a Poshmark kind of item. I had them listed on eBay and Mercari, but didn't get a lot of traction on it. But obviously, only need one person out there, and they sent me an offer and I accepted it. This next item that sold, I got this out of my storage unit auction, and I still have a bunch of stuff that I haven't listed, but things like this are slowly and steadily getting me closer to, or at least getting my money back. So this is a Saab 9.3, a Haynes Saab 9.3 Owner's Workshop Manual. I couldn't tell you really what my cost per item is on these storage unit items, but I did sell that one for $24.95 plus shipping. So just chipping away at trying to get my money back. I probably spent about $800 total on that storage unit, and off the top of my head, I don't know how much I have made back, but I did the whole thing as more of an experiment, just a test. And also there's a little bit of a, you know, it's a treasure hunt. There are definitely quite a few things in there that I kept for myself, in addition to things that I'm going to sell. So I'm still pleased that I did it. It was a good experience. Not going to rush out and do it again though, that's for sure. Anytime soon anyway. Next item that sold, just a pair of Patagonia shorts, men's shorts. Kind of a weird color and plaid-ish type pattern on here. Men's 32. Cargo shorts. I picked these up at the Goodwill outlet, so they were really cheap. $1 something, maybe. Right around $1. And they sold, I took an offer, $13 plus shipping. So not all Patagonia is great big sellers, as you can see by that. I think a combination of their cargo shorts, which are falling out of favor more and more, and the color just wasn't fantastic and in pattern. So, you know, a lot of for a while there, if I saw Patagonia anywhere, I thought I had hit the jackpot, and I was super excited to find anything and everything. But as evidenced by that, it did sell, which is good. Selling is certainly better than not selling, but it wasn't a huge return out there. So it is what it is. I am just beat. I'm wiped. I have had a real tough time getting motivated today to pull these orders. I had a nice weekend. I had a long 4-day weekend, and sometimes you need a vacation from your vacation, and I feel like that's what happened with this 4 days off. Surprisingly, though, I didn't have any kids' activities, so that was nice. But 4th of July, I spent some time with family. I had a great time, great day. It was just a long day. Started early in the morning. We had to clean up the house because just, you know, dogs and kids and everything. We needed to spend some time cleaning it up, so that took several hours. Then had to cook and host, and then we stayed up late to shoot off fireworks. And then, you know, fireworks being loud contributed to not that great of a night's sleep. So that's kind of started off the weekend a little bit rougher. Let's see. Then Friday, I actually spent the day just doing a lot of listing, not as much as I would have liked, but did some listing and some cleaning up around here. I don't think I ever showed you all my final setup for my lay flat for clothing. So this is how I ended up setting everything up. So I have, by the way, I borrowed this directly from somebody on YouTube. I do not remember who they are. I apologize, but this is their setup. So if I could remember their name, I'd give them credit, but I can't. So anyway, we have this gray blanket here that I got off of Amazon. It's covering a piece of like foam insulation board. So this is nice and light. It's not super sturdy, which is a problem. And another problem is I don't have a flat wall to set this up against because I have this pole thing sticking out. So it's not exactly the sturdiest of setups, but it works as long as the things I put on there aren't too heavy. I have these nice LED lights that take up a lot less room than my old lights that I had that had these big, like, well, they're right over here. They had these big black, whatever those are called. These are much smaller. They're LED. They cast a pretty good light on there. And then I have it resting in these priority mail boxes to kind of keep it in place. And it's up high on these storage containers so that I don't have to bend down super low to reach things. So it makes it pretty nice to measure items quickly, take the photos while I'm doing it. I'm pretty pleased with it. And when I do want to put it away, I can just take this stuff here and just push it up, and it gets pretty close to the wall. So this space can all come back to be easily used. So pretty happy with that. My brain is just not working. It's part of that just needing a vacation from my vacation. Saturday, I left with a good friend of mine, and we drove up to the Seattle area. And we stayed with his daughter, and she has a 2.5-year-old, the cutest little thing ever. She is so cute. Her name is Amelia. And we hung out with them for the evening and early Sunday morning. Then we drove to watch a Mariners baseball game, which was fun. It was cooler up there in Seattle than it was here, but it was still really hot. And on top of that, this is my first time having to take a trip with somebody who has an electric car. He drove, and his car is a couple years old. I think it only has about a 200-mile range or so in the best of conditions, and it's about a 180-mile trip up there. So we had to stop. He didn't start the trip with a full battery, so we had to stop once or maybe twice along the way to charge. So this item sold. It's a cool, this is a vintage Gund, although it doesn't have the tag, but I know because it looks identical to a bunch of other Gund plush that are listed. It's got this duck, like a rubber duck bill on it, but you can see it's kind of pink with these black legs, so it's actually a flamingo. Pretty rare. I couldn't find any others listed, or I don't even think I saw any on WorthPoint, but I got that for $2 and had it listed for just about, I don't know. I don't think it was any more than 2 weeks. And it sold, I took an offer for $31.45 on that. So $2 into $31.45. But yeah, I hadn't ever had to stop. So like I said, we stopped a couple of times on the way up there to charge. And of course, at least once on the way back. And it doesn't take too long to charge. He has a Tesla, so we go to the Tesla superchargers, and it's kind of nice because you can, rest, maybe get a bite to eat, or get out and walk around and loosen up the old joints and stuff, so you don't have to sit and get all stiff for the whole time. But it definitely adds a lot of time to the trip for sure. Probably at least 40 minutes or so, 45 minutes, and just made a already long weekend even longer. So a lot of driving, a lot of heat, a lot of walking, a lot of fun. Mariners lost the game, so that was kind of a bummer. But yeah, I am just white. So then I get back today, and I didn't sleep very well. I didn't sleep well on Saturday night. I never sleep well when I'm at other people's houses or motels, anything like that. So I didn't sleep well Saturday night. I was up really late last night. I had to work today, my normal job, and it was kind of mentally taxing. So just, I'm not complaining so much as this is all just hopefully a pretty weak excuse, but it's an excuse for the fact that I don't really have a great topic for the day, and I probably sound a little bit jumbled and goofy. I apologize for it. So this next item that sold, probably not going to be able to see that very well, but inside this bag is 9 total Pelham marionette puppets. I believe that's how you pronounce it. Pelham is spelled P-E-L-H-A-M. I bought these on an online auction a few years ago, and I just never listed them because, so the marionettes are the puppets that have the strings on the top, right? And these all have the strings, like they have I think they're called cross braces, the wooden thing. They have that, but none of them are attached. Some of the pieces are actually just, like this skeleton is actually pretty rare. It's one of the more better selling items. Oh boy, where is the head? The head's down in there somewhere, but anyway, that one, like the arms aren't attached. We got a Pinocchio here that his nose had broken off. I glued it back on, but it's very just amateur job. Just a lot. I mean, these like back to the skeleton. That one itself can sell for maybe $70 or more if it's in nice condition. So these Pelham puppets, marionettes, I don't think they're that common. There's maybe, I don't know, 100, 200 listed on eBay, so they're not extremely rare. Pretty sure it's the 60s. So I actually had those on auction because I didn't know if anyone was going to be willing to buy them, because they were going to have to do a lot of work, in my mind, to get them functional, put them back together, restring them, fix some of the just the storage issues, like some of the clothing on them is all messed up and goofy. But anyway, put it on auction. I actually did not have a bid, but somebody reached out to me and they said, hey, would you take $100 for the lot? And I said, yippee, yahoo. I agreed to that for sure. I was very, very happy with a $100 offer. Who knows? Maybe they could be worth a lot more. Maybe it's common to come across these marionettes that need fixing, but none of the others that were listed needed fixing. So I don't know. Anyway, I took the $100 offer. I was very happy with that, and I'm just a little bit leery about shipping them because they have porcelain heads that, and they're already broken, so I'm gonna have to individually wrap these, and I'm gonna need to hurry up because I'm gonna need to do that before the end of the day today, and it's already 3:42, so I'm gonna be rushing for sure. This next item that's sold, I picked this up at a yard sale just last weekend. It's Dr. Denise Advanced Defense Day Cream SPF 30 sunscreen. Paid $5 for it. I thought when I comped it at the yard sale, I thought it was worth about $30, but it's worth $20 free shipping. So sold super fast, but not for as much as I thought it was. But I suppose that's okay. Speaking of things that I comped and did not do a great job on, I sold another Sega Saturn game. No, this is a Sega Dreamcast game. Picked this up for $5 at a yard sale. It's called Trick Style. Most of the ones I picked up were Japanese versions. This one is not. It's an American version. Picked that up for $5. It only sold for $13.41. Free shipping. So I don't know what I was looking up when I comped it, but wasn't the right thing, that's for sure. All right, next item that's sold, 3B. I see them right there. It's a pair of shoes, and these are New Balance Fresh Foam trail running shoes. I'll get you the exact model here in a little bit, but let me show them to you first. Here they are right here. Really good condition. I picked these up at the thrift store. They do not have insoles, which is, don't be scared off if shoes don't have insoles as long as they're in good condition, because a lot of runners will put their own insoles in the shoes because they want them. You can get special insoles molded to the shape of your foot, and so that's probably the reason why these don't have the insoles in them, is the original person put their running insoles in and took them out when they either didn't like the shoes or end up getting different shoes. But those are women's Fresh Foam X Hero version 7, size 8.5. I think I paid $8 for those, and they sold for $33. So yeah, again, don't be afraid to buy shoes that don't have insoles if they are running shoes. I don't know about, and actually some boots don't come with insoles as well. So like Danner boots, some of them do not come with insoles, and that is how they're supposed to be. Don't really know why that is, but it is. So next item that's sold, speaking of boots, is a pair of Sorel boots. I got these for $7.50. Doesn't say that on there, but I did. My wife loves Sorel boots, and that's part of the reason why I got these, because I know if they were in her size, she would have loved them, but they're not, unfortunately. So these are called Addington boots. These come in different heights. This is the longer version, and paid $7.50 for them. They sold for $45 plus shipping. So that was a nice sale. This next item that's sold, and I'm already running out of room. Again, I hate having to put stuff on my shipping table, but this is just where the best lighting is. So I keep doing it, but it makes it annoying. Next item that's sold, got kind of lucky with this. I picked this up for $1. There was a bunch of tools for $1. And I looked through them, and I always keep an eye out for Snap-on tools, just because those are some of the better ones. Mac tools, those are Snap-on, Mac, those are very high-end, nice tools. And I looked at this little tiny guy here. This is a 4-inch adjustable wrench, and probably hard to make out, but right there it says Snap-on Tools, Kenosha, Wisconsin. This is actually a Blue Point Snap-on tool. So Blue Point Tools, I don't know exactly how it is. I think they have some sort of collaboration. Not all Blue Point tools are Snap-on related, but some of them are, including this one. And that guy picked it up for $1, and he sold for $32.95 plus shipping in just a short amount of time. This is getting to be a long video already, but such is life. Hopefully it's somewhat entertaining for you guys. Hopefully I'm not boring you all to death with my tired babbling, but we'll see. All right, this next item that's sold, I haven't seen one of these before. I think it's super cool, and it was really fun to test out too. So it's a hot dogger, a Presto hot dogger. I believe these are from the 60s. And real quick, show you how it works. So this opens up, and can you see those like pointy things in there? Here, I'll pull this off. These pointy things right here, you actually take your hot dog and you put one end here and you put one end here. So you kind of spear them in there, and you can do up to 6. And then you plug this bad boy in, and it will automatically start essentially electrocuting your hot dogs. And in the process of electrocuting them, it cooks them. So I tried it out with one just to make sure it worked, because you actually can't test these out unless you hook up or put a hot dog in there, because it won't complete the circuit. So if you plug it in and don't put a hot dog in there, there's no way for you to know if it actually works, because without a hot dog stretching from there to there to close the circuit, no electricity will ever pass around. So, oh darn, I had to make myself a hot dog the other day, and I do love a good hot dog. I like beef hot dogs, so I got to cook one there on the hot dogger. It works good. I picked that for $5 at a yard sale, and it sold in just a couple of weeks for $34.95 plus shipping. So Presto hot doggers, $35 minimum. You always be able to get that for them. They are pretty quick sellers, pretty consistent sellers. I hadn't seen one before, but I will definitely be on the lookout for those in the future, because they're just cool. They're just neat. It's some of those old vintage gadgets like that. I mean, I don't know if they would ever sell anything like that today, even though it's really not that dangerous at all, but it's just a little weird. So it was fun. So be on the lookout for the Presto hot dogger. Comes in 2 different colors. I think this red one is the more common one, and I don't remember what the other one is. But next item that's sold is a pair of Brooks Dyad. Let's see, it's a Dyad. I think it's 14. Not even close. Dyad 11. So this is, I got these because they are practically brand new. I think they were worn maybe once or twice, if that. And so I did sell them pre-owned, but I listed them at the top of the pre-owned market because they were in such good condition. So I sold these for $69.95 plus shipping. Not that long at all, like 3 or 4 weeks is about how long it took to sell those. I have a lot of my action figures that sold, and I'm not going, well, I guess I will pull them, but it's kind of hard to show you what they are. It's actually, I grouped together a bunch of Spider-Man villains, so they're all villains of Spider-Man himself. That's not it. Here they are. So I thought, hey, why not lump together those guys? So again, these are my action figures that I bought in a big lot. They're not in good condition. I paid 10 cents each for them, but just because of the condition, I think it takes a while to sell them. So I'll just pull one out here so you can see. It's like this guy here. These are Toy Biz from the 90s. I can't remember his name off the top of my head, but you can just see he's got condition issues. He's all marked up, but there's 7 of them in there, and so that cost me 70 cents. I sold them for $10 plus shipping. Not super exciting in terms of dollar amount, but it was fun to go through them and kind of treasure hunt in that regard. I am fully in the profit now at this point. Basically all I need to do is sell one thing to get in the profit, which I have. So I still have a few other, quite a few other lots available for sale. So I figure at the end of it all, I'll probably make about $100 off of that, which is not too bad, off of $10. All right, this next item that sold is a pair of Merrill Moabs. This is probably the 4th or 5th pair of this model that I've sold in the last few weeks. I can't remember off the top of my head how much I paid for these, but I believe it was $7. I think I got these at Goodwill. They've been sitting in there for a while because they are a little older model, but they're still in really good condition, hardly worn at all. And again, that's what you always should look for first and foremost with your shoes, especially is condition. But I paid $7 and I was sold for $30 plus shipping. We have 2 things left and then I'm gonna get to packing, but it's first item that sold, or second to last item, however you want to look at it. It took about a year to sell this. I thought it was going to do better, but it just took a long time. It's a Ryobi drill, but it's an older version. Oh, that's a heavy box. It's an older version, and I don't have the battery for it. I have a battery to test it, or I had a battery to test it, but I don't have a battery to go along with the sale. But I paid probably about $5 for it. I can't remember exactly how it worked out because I paid $10 for 2 of these, but I think there was like a case and something else along with it. So it was about $5 for this, and it sold for a little under $14, $13.93 plus shipping. I charged $13 for shipping on that. I mean, it's heavy, but I don't think it'll cost that much, so I might be able to make a little bit off of shipping, which is always nice. And then my last item for the day is a golf club, and kind of surprised that this sold at all, but I guess there's still a market for these. It's an old Callaway Big Bertha. Might even be a great Big Bertha, but it is a left-handed one, so that helped a little bit. I always am pleased to find left-handed clubs just because there aren't as many of them out there for sale, so your listings don't get lost in, amongst 500 others. Maybe there's only 50 others. So, but this is a great Big Bertha, a 3-wood, fairway wood, left-handed. I can't remember how much I paid for it, but I'm pretty sure I got this at the Goodwill outlet, so it was about $1.50. And it sold for $23.70 plus shipping. I charged $14.95 for shipping. I'm out on the West Coast, so if I have to ship the golf club to the East Coast, it might be $12, $13 or more. Sometimes it's even $16. So I kind of charge that middle ground, $15, and usually come out okay on them. But that's it for today. Hope you found some items in here that I sold that might be good for you to be on the lookout for. If you guys are struggling through bad weather, I wish you sanity and safety and the ability to stay cool or get away from whatever bad junk is out there. So good luck everybody out there. Hope you are having a lot of success in this 3rd quarter, and we will catch you on the next video. Oh, I forgot to say, like this video if you did, please, and also subscribe to my channel if you'd like to watch more videos like this in the future. Thanks so much, guys. Take care. We will catch you on the next one. Bye-bye.